All right, so I'm going to start my showcase, my portfolio showcase. So hi everyone, I'm Wei Qiang. So this year I'm currently 24 years old. I previously graduated from NYP's Digital Media Design Games in 2016. They've currently renamed their course name into Digital Games Arts and Design. And yeah, as Chase previously said, I'm also one of the co-founders of Aruki Games. For the benefit of those who just joined, if there are any, Aruki Games is a new indie games company that is formed in 2020. So currently, right as of now, we have 3 games on each IO: Key Hero, Link, and a Singaporean Life. A fun fact: Singaporean Life is actually a game jam, a game produced from a game jam, which we just decided to promote in this presentation as well. So we also have one game on Google Play Store, Pulverize, which is the game that I'm going to showcase to everyone today. Okay, so these are the games that have been released by us, published. So Key Hero, Link, Singaporean Life, and Pulverize. So this is my overview. I'll be talking about design and gameplay, and then after that, the whys and why not of my choices and the game development. So Pulverize. So you might ask, what is Pulverize? So Pulverize is actually a game, a pinball action game that already has been published on Google Play Store. It's free to play, but if you're interested in making a donation, you can contact me privately. I accept any money. All right. So it's an idea that is produced from a game jam. So we had 1 week to think of an idea, do it, and then release it. Obviously, that wasn't the case. So we stretched on to like a week, and then a week and 2, and then 3 weeks, and so on and so forth. So if you play this game, you will get addicted. So don't blame me on that, but it's fun. Okay, so before I go through everything in the video, before I go through everything in my presentation, I'll show you the gameplay video first. Please tell me if it's too loud or too soft. Alright, so that was it without any context. I just showed you the video of my game, a gameplay video. So right now, I'll go into the in-depth game design, gameplay, and everything about the video. So as you can see from the gameplay video, you realize that there is a very obvious game loop in which everything about the game is simple. There's a simple gameplay. Your goal is to just survive, increase your score. Only one action actually. You can see that your player, which is the blue orb, it just simply moves on and on and on without stopping. So the entire gameplay is about one action, since this is a mobile game. So on a mobile screen, you can only have one touch input. So might as well just do one action and then have a lot of possible reactions that that's related to the one action. So about the art, everything is about less colors because I do not want to spend too much time on the art, hogging time on the art. There are basic colors. Blue is the player. Anything that's red is an enemy. And then you have other interesting colors for other power-ups and so on. Basic shapes are used to actually cooperate with the colors. So anything that's round, circular is friendly. Anything that's pointed and jaggy are enemies. So it's very basic game design. So I'll move on to the gameplay. The entire loop of the game is very, very simple. One action, which is to press, hold it, to aim, and then aim your character. And when you release your hold, the character will actually be boosted forward. So this is the entire loop of the game, of your player. So in the game, you can actually collect colored power-ups in which they give you abilities or power-ups to smash enemies, to become invincible, to allow you to increase more score, multiply your score, and that's how you move on to stages and stages. So these are the game elements in the game. There's a blue player, in which you've seen in the GIFs and the video. The red enemies, and there are also red walls which you want to avoid. There's purple, white, and yellow power-ups that you can collect. There's a green power-up on the screen, but it has been changed to purple in the game. So the purple power-ups actually summon homing missiles that will target red enemies. The white power-ups actually increases the score multiplier in the game. So when you actually gain scores, you gain more scores than usual. So yellow power-ups actually gives you a shield that allows you to smash into anything that's red, like enemies and walls that would otherwise be harmful for you. So this is the entire game level, or rather what's the gist about it. It's an open space of grids that's actually enclosed by red walls. So meaning that you cannot escape from this small little box that I've set up for you. So there are around 10 stages in the game. After you reach the 10th stage just loops on continuously. There's no end to this game until you die. So that's the gist of it. I wanted to make an endless game in which I can scale the difficulties up, so on and so forth, as this is a game that I can actually practice to develop on. So music-wise, for the BGM, I managed to find this website online, this by Eric Matyas, that allowed me to get some free BGM. Of course, we also contacted him when we released our game. So the BGM that you heard in the game just now was by him. So for the sound design, right, I decided to be a little bit evil. Since Chase and I are on the same game jam, I decided to waste his time a little bit by asking him to do SFX lah. So no, just kidding. He has some very good music, so might as well I can ask him for advice on music, and he happily provided me with some SFX. So I can show you some of the FX. I can let you all hear some of the SFX that we have in the game. So please tell me if it's too loud or too soft. So these are like the different pitches of the SFX. We have like high, medium, and low. So there are also a number of even more SFX that are actually played at random when a player interacts with something. So these are just three main ones that I've showed you. So some questions that that might be asked, also like, why is this game? So this is the whys and why not of my game. So why is this game so simple? I think some of you have been thinking. So this is actually like, so everyone can play, everyone and anyone. But of course, then it comes to anyone with a phone, and then more specifically, anyone with an Android phone that can connect to a Google Play Store. So I'm sorry, iPhone users. So like, as I was saying, like anyone with a phone can play it. So sorry for iPhone users. This game is not on the App Store yet. So another reason why this game is so simple, because it's a game jam that's more for ourselves. So we are more focused on learning everything about making a. This game is focused on learning, and it's more focused on learning ourselves. Like, because last time Unity, okay, disclaimer, this game was made using Unity, and since it's for mobile, so there's a lot of optimization and a lot of fun, like in post-processing, especially with all the new packages that Unity has provided. So I actually spent a lot of time optimizing the game in terms of in the background and a lot of things like that. Also had some fun with the post-processing. As you can see, everything glows in the game. So I'm using a lot of Unity's inbuilt tools made for 2D game development and also for mobile. And as you can see in my game just now, there's a lot of things that are related to Google. So there are ads, there are authorization, authentication, there are leaderboards. And also like what Chase has said previously, like this is our first step. So we really want to make something smaller than what a huge game would be. So I think this is a very good this is a very good first step for me. Yeah. So yeah, this is the Q&A. I'll provide the links to everything in the chat. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Sorry, wait. Anybody got any questions? And I'm really sorry that happened to you earlier.
It's okay.
We got a good run. Oh, Minoru has a question. He's typing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'll be posting the links. Oh, yeah.
Why only release on Android?
Basically, let me just try to remember why only on Android. Yeah. Because for Android games, it's a one-time payment for unlimited release of games, whereas for Apple Play Store, if I'm not wrong, they charge a monthly subscription. So we know that not a lot of people will be playing, so it'll be wrong in business perspective to pay for something more in return for something less. Yeah. But of course, we are quite interested in developing games for all platforms. So there will come a time in day in which we will be specialized, or we will learn more about other games on other platforms and how to release them appropriately. Yeah.
Okay, so next question is, both you and Chase are from Aoki Games. Is there a reason why you all work on separate games or being in the same indie studio?
Sorry, come again?
Oh, is there a reason why you guys work on separate games while being in the same indie studio?
Okay, so this our two games, right? Yeah, we are from the same company. So our two games is more of us to learn more about ourselves as an individual, and also like it's a great way for us to come into the company to actually show each other what we can do. So instead of grouping up together straight right from the very start, like I think it's quite a good idea that I think this was an initiation by both me and Chase. So we decided to like, why not let's just show each other like what we can do in a week or something like that. I think that was the gist of that was the overall question that sparked this game jam. It's about like, let's just show each other what we can do, and we can only do it the way we know best, which is to make a game. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. This was Minoru's question. What's the main factor for leaving school to go full indie?
Okay, this is a very interesting question. I wouldn't spend too much time answering this. So, for anyone who don't know me, most of you all, actually dropped out of DigiPen Singapore. I spent 1 year in there before I realized that, okay, this foundation that I had is enough. I really am aching to go out there and join the game world. So like I felt like I didn't really want to waste my time in education. Okay, hear me out before I get flamed. But I think in my view, I think like why not let's just try it. Let's just go out there and try it instead of wait 3 more years and pay more school fees. Yeah.
Okay, so one last question before we move on.
Yep.
What is Aoki Games' next game plan? What genre are you guys looking for?
Okay, so we've actually have a few ideas that we are currently in heavy prototyping and development. So for my game, I didn't manage to share any GIFs. I wanted to, but I didn't have the time to prepare them. What we actually have is a rogue. I'll just give you a sneak peek. Like we actually have a roguelike shoot, 2D roguelike shooter game in which you play as the entire game is about guns and how you shoot enemies and how different guns behaves, and hopefully this brings out the fun part of our game, or rather of my game, since we actually are also working on different games individually. Yeah, so for Chase is actually doing some game that's more towards the art side. For me, it's more towards gameplay and the fun factor side. Yeah.
Okay, we overran already. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ping them.